Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So here I took the recycled glass bottle, then I start to wrap the foil around it to make the foundation for her body, and then I skewer the foil with the masking tape, and then I will add some more foil on top of this one to make the basic shape for her body. Here it is. So yeah, some people complains maybe that, so where is the waste material in this dolls or in this sculpture? So for them I want to say that the basic foundation for the doll is actually the bottles I use in my sculptures. So these are the basic foundations which are recycled and wasted materials. Then I will work with the foil and those things to decor them. So for me these are waste materials like bottles, plastic bottles, glass bottles or jars or cardboard or anything. So anyway, I have turned the foil a little bit like this way that she is turning, giving a pause. Then I started to cover all the foil with the masking tape and the paper tape, whatever you call it. Then I will start to bend it a little bit more to give and to define the shape for her body, like waist, and her bottom part is a little bit defining like this. Here I'm pressing it to bring it out a little bit from this side. Here you can see it. And then the same procedure again, I will start to make her arms, her neck and her head with the foil as well. So maybe some of you will say I'm always complaining in my videos, that people saying me this and that. It's not complaining, it's just I'm describing that what's going on in my videos, what materials I use, or if somebody complain in my comment section or ask me something, so I explain these things in my videos while doing voiceover for the video description. So in this way it's easy to answer all of you. So the misunderstandings actually some people are having, and of course it's not affecting me. I take it in nice way, and I try to make myself better. So I will say that all of you are so awesome and all of you are encouraging me so much. That's why I have reached on this step today, that this sculpture is much better than the previous ones. So I'm so happy for this one. Anyway, then I start to stick the arms on the shoulders, and then I will secure them with the masking tape again, and then the same thing again for the neck and for the head. And then I was giving the shape for her arms, in which way I want them to be. So this is what I was doing. I was pressing them down a little bit and giving them the pose or the style. Then here is the foil neck, and I will stick the head on it. And then again the same thing, I will start to make her figure by using the foil again. And then I will cover this part as well with the masking tape. And here it is, the basic structure for her body is done. And then I am going to add a empty can which is already having some stones in it. You can add some sand or stones to make it heavy enough. Because the bottle, obviously this size of bottles and this shape of bottles, they are not tall enough. So I want this doll to be tall enough, so that's why I added the empty can under it to make it a little bit higher, not a little bit, actually higher. Anyway, then here is going to be the clay part. I will cover the foil and her body with the clay, air dry clay I'm using. And here I was thinking first to leave the head as it is, instead of making it the face features like lips, eyes, nose, those things. So I made it just like this. in start I was thinking to do this, leave it as it is, but then I thought this structure, this kind of um, poses of the dolls or the ladies or sculptures are more good looking when we are giving them the shape for their faces. So at the last I will make the face as well by using my homemade face mold which I made from the hot glue. And here then I cover the body also with the clay, and then this part I am giving it more shape, defining it outside to give the body parts a different shape, defining shape actually. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. So here it is done. As you can see, the basic structure for the sculpture. And here she is a little bit dancing. Anyways, then I was smoothing the clay actually with little bit water to make it smooth and to give it shape properly. Then I will cover the bottle and the can with the masking tape of this color. Is better if you use the white color masking tape, or you have to color it white. So yeah, then here it is the mold I was talking about. I made it with the hot glue by using the Barbie face. Then I will start to make the face with this mold, and I will stick it on top of the head I made before with the clay actually. And then here I will start to bring it out after pressing a little bit to give it the shape. Here you can see the nose, the lips, everything is quite prominent. So then I will start to stick it on the face head by using some glue, because the clay started to be dry, so I have to add some glue so it can stick it easily. So it can stick easily actually. Sorry for English, bad English actually. Anyway, then I will stick it properly and I will start to give it the shape. And here you can see her pose and face features are looking more beautiful and attractive in this way by adding the face actually. And then here I started to apply some more glue on her head to make the hairs. I just simply took the small pieces of clay and I started to press them between my fingers to stick them overhead. Here closely you can see I was using the back side of the brush actually, whatever came in my hand. So I started to press down the clay on her head to make the hairs. I was just pressing the small pieces of clay between my fingers to press them down a little bit, and then I was sticking them on the head, and then I was turning them upward a little bit to define the hair shape actually. And yeah, it fall down, doesn't matter, these things happens of course while working. Then I will stick it back again, and like this I will cover all our head from front and from the back side. Okay, here because I was not having white acrylic paint to cover this part, this color tape, so I have I had to use the white color masking tape on top of this color tape, and but it was not important. Then after I realized that I was actually going to cover the bottle with the thick fabric white color, but before I was thinking to make it with the lace fabric, but then I thought no, it will not be good enough, it will not give nice textures for the dress. So then I changed the plan and I used the thick fabric white color. Anyway, then this is the same plaster of Paris and some glue, and I added some water in it to make the mixture to dip the fabric in it. I made the talking so long actually. Anyway, I have dip it completely inside, then I will start to stick it and I will start to give it the shape for her dress. And here just keep watching, I cannot explain each and everything on this step because it's hard for me to explain small tiny steps or what I am actually doing, but I hope you will understand. So I will be keep adding more fabric because I want it to be more classy, more thick and heavy piece little bit. That's why I was keep adding the cut pieces to make it more stylish, and I was using the pins to stick the fabric on the place until it get dry completely. Then like this I was covering her under waist part actually, and I will be keep adding more fabrics as much I desire and until I feel like it's fine now. And if you are new to my channel, it's really great to have you here. Please try to subscribe, it's totally free, but if you subscribe it will be really encouraging for me to keep doing work like this one, to keep giving the ideas from out of almost nothing, out of waste materials actually. So I noticed that mostly people who are watching these videos, they are not subscribed to my channel, they are not subscribers, they are just watching. So yeah, it's a request, if you are watching and you still didn't subscribe, please subscribe to my channel. That will be really encouraging for me, and thank you so much in advance. And then here I took again the fabric, obviously it's dipped inside that liquid, to make her blouse and the scarf together. I mean, it's like a free fabric which she's wrapping around her chest area, and she's holding the half part in her arm actually, only one arm. So I will start to give it like this style, and I will pin it up. I will use a pin to stick it from the back side. So here I want to add some more fabric to make it a little bit longer, but if you want you can just leave it short, the first step. But for me I wanted to add some more fabric, so here I'm doing this, and I will use the pin again to stick it on the place, and then I will leave them to dry completely. And here I am showing you the view from far a little bit to capture the complete doll, how it looks like. Then I will remove them. They got dry somehow a little bit. It was wet, but doesn't matter. So I left it dry completely overnight. Then in morning I left it in sun as well a little bit. And then I removed it from the styrofoam I was using. And then I will start to remove the pins I used, and here almost we are done. So here I took normal fabric, the same fabric, but I didn't use the liquid, the plaster of Paris and glue here, because it was almost dry, all the doll, all the sculptures. So just I wanted to cover her waist a little bit more because the fabric was so much down, the first one. So I decided to add some more fabric here instead of putting it inside the glue or the plaster of Paris liquid. So I was just sticking it with the hot glue because it was only this step. So yeah. And here we are done. My most beautiful and well made sculpture is ready. I am totally loving her pose, loving her features, loving her pose, loving her style and everything. I hope you like the video, and stay tuned, keep watching, keep subscribing. Please share my videos with your family and friends or on your social media to encourage my work, to support my work, so I can keep bringing the ideas like this. And thank you so much for your encouragement who are already doing these things for me. This is the reason today I am on this step, that I have made really good looking and best sculpture so far. So thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.